So an hour or so from now, I'm heading back to the airport. I'm heading up to Frankfurt overnight, then straight on to Oslo, spending the day and the night there, flying up to Longyearbyen and Svalbard, 2 nights in town. And then on the 16th, Andrew, myself, and 10 guests board the MS Stockholm for another Arctic expedition. Now, I've had a lot of questions around how's your feet? How are you going to cope? Are you ready for this? It's not the same. It's not the same by any means. This is very, very different, right? What I did in Greenland was personal. It was hard. It was amazing. It was painful. It was awesome. It was all those things. This is comfortable, right? We have 3 meals a day, fantastic chef, comfortable bunks, all the coffee, all the drinks you need. It's not the same thing. I don't have to set up a tent. I don't have to take a shovel when I go to the bathroom. I don't have to walk much on my feet, which still have an opinion on things. So yeah, thanks for the concern, but it's not the same. You guys can all relax. I'm good. I will still talk a little bit more about the Greenland thing when I get back, because I've shared some of it. I'll share more of the images in the next few days, but there's another part of this which I haven't spoken about much, is what I got from it. I've written a bit on Substack, but I am proud. I really am of what I did. And I'm impressed with how far I could push the mental side of it, how far and how deep I can go into the pain cave. So I'll still talk about those things down the line, but still processing it. And the turnaround into the Svalbard trip has been pretty quick. So anyway, for Svalbard, you can follow along. And the link in my bio on Instagram, you can find a map. It's the same type of map that I use for Greenland. And I'm going to be using, where is it? I'm going to be using my Garmin InReach 3 again, this little goodie, in order to make the map work. This tracks the map in real time, and then I upload images. Wherever I upload the image, it gets placed on the map. So you can follow along, check our sightings. I am going to upload some videos as well this time. So yeah, go and check that out. It's in the link in my bio. Then, quick random one. For Greenland, I reached out to a couple of brands while I was busy sourcing all the gear that I needed. Now, a Leatherman and obviously flasks and stuff like that is kind of important. So I reached out to the companies in Africa that kind of manages and does Stanley and Leatherman. And we had a couple of conversations on mail. I left, and when I came back, unfortunately, our mails crisscrossed. So they were offering me a bunch of things to take with on the Greenland expedition, only arrived now afterwards. Still flippin' cool, though. So let me show you just 3 other things I'm going to take with me to 2 are going with me to Svalbard. The others will go on other trips. But start here. The flip top mug. That's 473 mils of coffee in the morning. Keeps it warm all the time. So I always take a coffee mug to Svalbard. Always. This is going to be my new one. Amazing. Love this. And then you guys might remember I did a video on why I wrapped up all my thermoses, right, going over, because if it's metal and you touch it, you might freeze onto it and it hurts and stuff like that. But I've got 1 or 2 of these, but Stanley made this orange one for me. Why? Because on my website, the accent color is electric orange. I put an overlay here. So all the buttons, all the links, electric orange. So Stanley made this for me because of the orange. No, they didn't. It's just their, what is it called? Blaze orange. Phenomenal. This is the stock standard flask that you all need to have. It's just amazing. So love the color. It's going to come in handy. And then one step further, because of the orange, I use my old Leatherman. I have a Leatherman Wingman that I've had for 10 years, 12 years maybe, whenever it came out. Did a lot of work in Greenland cutting foot tape specifically, right? Taping the feet up. But as a part of what I received from them is this as well. Right, it's not a Sony Alpha. I'm still shooting Olympus. But inside, check this out. They even custom an orange. My God, try that again. They custom an orange just for me because of my website colors. Again, I wish that was true. No. This is the Alpha, let me look at the name right. The Wave Alpha in Canyonland color. So this is one of the top range Leathermans right now. phenomenal tool. So any guides out there, you'll know what these things can do. Phenomenal, feels good in the hand, has everything you need. This becomes a stock standard on every single trip that I do. It's going with the Svalbard, always in the camera bag, not when I'm traveling because they take it, but otherwise it's all there. So to Awesome Tools, Leatherman is saying, thank you for the goods, man. I really appreciate it. Phenomenal stuff. Pity it can go to Greenland, but it will get some very, very good use. And when I do my next solo expedition across Greenland, we can have a different conversation, but we'll talk about that some other time. That's really it for now. A lot of stuff I need to share still, like the approach on how I'm going to do these videos, the content in them. Friday's going to be a bit more fun, kind of relationship building with the audience, do different things, reviews, thoughts, whatever the case is. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. So I've got to go finish the last bits of packing, heading to pick up a lens, the 150 to 400 Olympus, which goes on my OM1 Mark II. Anyway, a little bit tired still from Greenland, not going to lie. Feet are still there or thereabouts. But this is a nice way to recalibrate up in the Arctic. It's quiet, great group of guests. So that's it. One thought I'm going to leave you with is just on social media. We'll talk about this in the future more. But the idea of being online too much, scrolling too much, get it, right? You can't talk to people, you're not present, you're disconnected. However, I think there's this thing happening where people are either online too much or not at all. Because if you are not online at all, right, there is a part of you that misses culture, references, news, trends, things like that. So it's a very interesting thing to me of how in between that, you need to find the space. I've been off social media a lot more since I've been back, feeling great about it. I'm posting and then leaving, not scrolling as much because the value has just not been there. So yeah, we'll talk more about that and the psychology behind it and how, depending on which way you go, how that influences performance and headspace. It's a big thing. But anyway, let me go wrap up. Again, go into the link in my bio on Instagram, bookmark that page. That's where Andrew and I will be sharing straight to this map. It's on both my and the Wild Eye sites, the map, so you can follow along. But otherwise, I will see you on the flip side. It would have been cool if Stanley Leatherman made those colors just for me, don't you think? I'm going to go. Bye.